Here with UFC lightweight Dustin Poirier, who takes on Max Holloway for the interim championship at UFC 236 on April 13th. And Dustin, life comes at you fast, right?
Yeah, man.
I mean, you were pretty frustrated. You were putting it out there that you may want to be released from the UFC, and now here you are at T-Mobile for a press conference for a championship fight. How did all this happen?
That's MMA for you, man. You know, I was just getting frustrated with what was going on. I felt like I was being punished for the actions of other guys at the top of the division. In a division that's already top heavy, we're just waiting around. You know, I thought we would have some clarity after the hearing with Khabib and Conor. They got their suspensions, and I thought it was going to kind of clear up. They'd start booking fights, and that didn't happen. So I just got frustrated, man. But here we are, April 13th, fighting Max Holloway for gold.
When you were getting frustrated, were you more so at the UFC or more so at these guys who kind of, it seems like, are dragging the division along?
More so at just the whole situation I'm in. I just felt like I was being punished. I felt like I'm in purgatory. You know what I mean? For something, all I've been doing is giving it my all, going out there and leaving it all out there, doing what Dana says to do. He tells these young fighters, go out there and leave it all out there, and you'll get big fights. You'll get what you're after if you are successful at that, and that's what I've done. Climbed back from adversity time and time again, left it all out there time and time again for the last 9 years.
Not to try to ask you to put your mind in someone else's head, but you're a fighter and you understand what these guys go through, and to win a championship, why do you think this is happening? It's particularly in the lightweight division. Why is this happening where guys win belts and then they want to sit on it for a while, it seems?
You know, I'm not sure. I don't think these guys are sitting on the belt right now. They're punished. They're getting punished for their actions and things they've done. But it just happens to be a division that's really talent heavy. A lot of top guys who have paid their dues, guys on long win streaks, guys with wins over champions. There's just a lot of contenders and not enough fights at this division.
As far as any opponents that you could fight in the UFC, where does Max Holloway rank? Forget the interim title for a second. Where does he rank as just a competitor to fight?
I mean, he's one of the best in the world. He's proven it. He's beat the best in the world time and time again. He's an undisputed featherweight champion of the world. And he didn't get there by accident either. He's had a long road. And the growth and the focus he's shown throughout his career. You know, I fought him 7 years ago, his first fight in the UFC. And this is good. This is a completely different fight here. He's the best in the world. I'm expecting to fight the best in the world April 13th.
Is there anything that stands out to you about that first fight? Did you take anything away from him? Did you think, oh, this is going to be a guy who's going to turn into something? Or what were you thinking when you left Max Holloway and moved on with your career? You
know, he was a young kid. I was, pretty young myself. We both just moved on. I didn't really think about it and play into it too much. Just happy to get the win for me and my family. And, if somebody would have came to me in the locker room after that fight and said, hey, this kid's going to be the world champion in 7 years, I would have said, I'm going to be the world champion in 7 years. And come on, what are you talking about? I wouldn't have believed it. But that's MMA, man. You learn, you sink or you swim. And this guy's been learning, evolving, and here he is, one of the best in the world, proving himself.
As far as the challenges, and I don't know if you'll be able to answer this, Dustin, but as far as a challenge to win a belt in the lightweight division, who is more difficult to beat, do you think? Is it Max Holloway or is it Khabib Nurmagomedov?
They both bring totally different threats, totally different skill sets to the octagon. They're both a tough test. They're just completely different tests. I don't know. I believe they're both tough tests.
What do you think about the interim belt? Does it have any significance to you?
I feel like in this situation where the champ's not fighting to November, he's saying it means something. But it has to move accordingly to that. We have to. The winner out of this fight has to fight the champion in November, the day whatever the first event he's available to fight at. Yeah. That's just the way interim belt should do. I shouldn't be walking around after I beat Max with the interim belt for, another 9 months. Yeah. We can test the real belt as soon as possible, unify.
Yeah. And are you confident that's what will happen?
I'd like to think that's what's going to happen.
All right. Early prediction for the fight. 6 weeks away, about UFC 236. How do you get it done against Max Holloway?
I believe I can get it done on the feet or on the mat. We'll see whatever mistakes he makes. Let the fight unfold. Be smart. Use my maturity. Use my experience, my fight IQ, and I believe I stop Max Holloway.